No, almost.
But for all the information.
Il y a des compétitions qui nous font rêver, il y a des compétitions qui nous inspirent et forcément le 24 Remix à l'Estrem pour sa 8e édition va forcément nous faire rêver. Très heureux de vous retrouver effectivement pour ce 24 Remix à l'Estrem ou du moins 2 jours avant ce 24 Remix à l'Estrem pour vous présenter justement cette nouvelle édition, cette 8e édition, déjà 8 ans de ce 24 Remix à l'Estrem et 8 ans que cette aventure humaine, j'ai envie de dire, nous régale et beaucoup de choses à voir ensemble forcément pour cette 8e édition du 24 Remix à l'Estrem et en plus ce 24 Remix à l'Estrem. Je dis beaucoup 24 Remix à l'Estrem, mais vous comprenez bien sûr que cette compétition est très attrayante et très intéressante pour cette aventure humaine dans l'aventure du hard enduro. Cette édition du 24 Remix à l'Estrem, c'est la 8e, bien sûr, mais c'est surtout la première étape d'un tout nouveau championnat, le HEEC, le Hard Enduro European Challenge. Hi everyone, welcome here in ALES for the 24 Remix at l'Estrem. We are here in ALES, near to Nîmes, to present you the 24 Remix at l'Estrem. This 8 editions about the 24 Remix at l'Estrem, this competition of hard enduro, and we are here with Michele Bossi and Gabriele Lucchesi. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys for your presence.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks a lot for your presence. Thanks for your time. You are the creator of this new championship, HEEC, the Hard Enduro European Challenge. It's a very good project with a lot of ambitions. Tell us more about the HEEC.
Yeah, okay. I'm a rider, and I see that it was necessary to do something for Europe.
Yeah.
And I was very interested to make this project. So I started, and now we are building up. And this year is the first year, and but I'm pretty sure we will grow very fast because the interest is very high, and so. I'm very happy to be here, and in ALESTREM is a fantastic race for me, and so I was very interested to make that ALES was the first round.
Yeah, ALES, it's 8 events of this 24 MX at l'Estrem.
Yeah.
Always 24 MX at l'Estrem, it's a competition with lots of emotions, you think?
Yeah, it's incredible. First of all, it's the first of the year, so everybody is excited for this, and the race is fantastic. Paul Mechanic is a fantastic place to race for everything. You know, from the paddock. Then you have the race in the in the city, and then finally the crazy race, intense race of Sunday, and it's really fantastic. Everything together.
Yeah, Gabriele, tell us more about the creation of HEEC. When you want to try to create this project?
We start with Michele to create events of hard enduro.
Yeah.
And we think about to create some new competition to involve all the new riders, young and not too young, to enjoy this new type of race.
Yeah.
And after we talk about and we create this new idea.
Yeah, we see in the past and now, year after year, the hard enduro world grows. Did you see that? That was, by the way, your motivation to create this new challenge?
Yeah, for sure. We know that hard enduro is really growing, and so it was important to now step up with this new challenge. And now it's very important to give the opportunities to the young riders, especially because the young rider, they will be our next future. So it's important to give them a good choice to race, you know, and so we build up this challenge especially for young.
Yeah, well, the HEC, it's a competition with a very good mood in the new era, of hard enduro, Gabriele.
Yes, I think it's a big start for each guy that want to try to do hard enduro, and can be a good test for you to think about what is your level inside the race.
Yeah, clearly. So, what is the program, the calendar, the schedule, of the HEEC?
Yep. We start with the 24 ALESTREM, and then we will go to Croatia.
Yeah.
Lika Stream is called. Then we will go to my race. Actually, it's
Yeah.
called Red Bull Aveston, and it's the third edition of this. And Lika was the 10th. Will be the 10th editions.
Yeah.
And this is the 8th for ALESTREM, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so Lika after Alice, and then my race Red Bull Aveston, and then will be the Germany in Griffs. Last year was a new race and was very good race. We say, and so was very important for Germany to have this challenge inside.
Yeah.
And then we finally end to Hispania,
Okay.
which 24
So much
makes
challenge in the in the
so
program.
it's very,
Yeah.
very
very tough.
it became very important, this challenge, because the races are very important. So I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, and for you, by the way, Michele, you created the HAEC with Gabriele, but you will compete this weekend on this 24MX ALESTREM. Do you have a kind of pressure to be a rider and in the organization of this challenge?
You know, you have always pressure,
Yeah.
because when you race, when you do things and you have to do well, you have pressure. But I try to keep calm and be relaxed and do.
And you have
do.
Gabriele on
Yeah,
your side.
Gabriele is my right hand, so
Yeah.
he will help me a lot for sure.
Yeah.
So I will be focused once I will put the helmets
Yeah.
on, but then outside the race I will be focused on the challenge also.
Yeah,
So.
and by the way, what is your goal for this 24MX ALESTREM to be a finisher?
Yeah, it's very difficult
Yeah,
to finish
very
here.
difficult, yeah.
I think last time was only 4 riders finish.
Yeah, 4 or 3, and
yeah.
with Wei Jong who have
Yeah.
out of gas in the
Yeah.
end in the last kilometers. So,
Yeah. I was I think 6th 2 years ago.
Yeah.
20, yeah. But now it's growing, and the young is coming, and the challenge is going up, and I hope to go in the top 10. This is my goal. So I will hope to make this.
Yeah, good luck. Thank you, Michele.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gabriele. Thank you so
you.
much. And, well, hope you will be a finisher this year.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And I hope that you will follow
Clearly.
our
Clearly.
challenge.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
guys. Cheers. Cheers. Thank you so much. Par quelle caméra? On va regarder celle-là. On va regarder celle-là, effectivement, les amis. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup à Michele et merci beaucoup aussi à Gabriele. On a, pour vous présenter un petit peu la soirée, effectivement, les amis. Juste pour vous dire qu'il y aura beaucoup de pilotes qui vont arriver, justement, notamment avec l'arrivée de Michele. Il y a Mario Roman qui va arriver, pilote Tcherko, 3 fois vainqueur du 24MX ALESTREM. Avec Wei Jong, bien sûr, les amis. Il y a aussi Manuel Letton-Bichler qui va arriver, pilote KTM, avec Matthew Green aussi qui est là. Et il vient d'arriver. Hola, ¿cómo está? Muy bien? Muy bien. Up the mic. Thank you so much, Mario. Thank you so much for your presence tonight. 3 times winner here. You are like home, I think I can say. How do you feel right now?
I feel really good. To me, ALESTREM is one of the most spectacular races of the season,
Yeah.
and especially because Cerco Factory is just half an hour from here.
Yeah.
So, like you say, I feel like at home. Also, the terrain and everything is similar than what I used to train at home. So, yeah, looking forward for this new edition of ALESTREM.
Yeah, it's your 5th presence, I think, in ALESTREM.
I believe yes.
Yeah.
I feel that first year I finished 5, then 2nd,
Yeah.
then 1st.
I
and
remember
then,
you a little bit upset when you
Yeah.
finished 2nd in the
Yeah,
few years
yeah,
ago.
because I lost the victory in the last step with Graham.
Yeah. What is your mood right now? Because it's your 5th presence here in ALESTREM. Do you feel different each year?
Yeah, every year is different, and especially because I speak with track manager Greg,
Yeah.
who all the time is trying to make the race harder and also better race. And you never know what to expect. You actually need to train very hard, and the problem is that we finish the season in December.
Yeah,
and
it's
already
very short time.
One
Yeah,
month
yeah.
later, you have to be ready for this
Yeah.
very tough race. And yeah, but I've been doing my homework
Yeah.
and training hard, so looking forward.
It's not very difficult to have some holidays in this very short time.
Yeah.
To decompress, have a good time with family.
Yeah, I try to spend time with the family in Christmas. I think it's the right time during the year, but at the same time I bring all my bikes to Madrid, and I spend every day riding in the morning and afternoon,
Yeah.
trying to be in shape for the new season.
Yeah. How do you prepare for this? 24MX ALESTREM?
I do a lot of hours on the trial bike, also hard enduro, and also it's very important the speed, so a little bit of enduro. We've been actually in Nîmes training with Christophe Namboten and the other circle riders 2 weeks ago and trying to improve my speed. And yeah, I think you have to be a complete rider, try to have all the skills, and for sure physical training because ALESTREM is more than 7 hours. And I think after 5.5 all the riders are very tired, and is the moment when if you are stronger you can make the gap and win the race.
Yeah, clearly. This year, 24MX ALESTREM will be an 8th event of its new championship, new challenge, HEEC, the Hard Enduro European Challenge. Yes, I pronounce good. I have a good pronunciation about that. What do you think about the creation of this new challenge? Do you think it's a good for the world of Hard Enduro?
Yeah, for sure. We need to have more championship like this and more riders coming. And for sure, it's not easy to make the World Championship because the expenses are very high for the new junior riders coming to race hard enduro. So I believe this European New Championship is a really good idea, and it's also more economic and more cheap for the new riders coming.
Yeah, and you talk about that. We know and we see that the world of hard enduro grows year by year. We see that that's on the interest of during the 24MX ALESTREM. What do you think about that? About the evolution of the hard enduro year by year?
Well, the hard enduro is growing and develop every year. I believe that, for example, since I came first year, also the organization here is better and better. But also in our series, World Hard Enduro Series, we have better riders, better paddocks. Also, the tracks are better. Like more track managers creating different level of categories.
And we see that in Portugal, in Spain, for example.
Yes, and also different countries, as you say. So it's very nice to see more countries, new countries coming up with new races. Because for us, it's nice to repeat some countries, but sometimes it's nice to travel and meet new countries.
It's not so difficult for you to travel around the world during all the year. It's not so difficult.
Yeah, it is difficult, and also out of the races, I do a lot of riding schools. Try to teach a group of people and amateur riders, and for sure I spend not more like 100 days, 120 at home. So basically the whole year we are traveling, and it's very, very hard.
Is it something that you can when you travel you can search some other things, some other methods of work for improve you?
What do you mean?
Improve on the work, improve on the bike, find other methods of work? Yeah,
for sure. All the new trips give you a new experience, and for example, every country I try to improve my technique. Not only of riding, like my technique of explaining for the riders. If it's a race, every race you will learn something new, and also develop the bike. Like every day you are testing the bike and trying new products and trying to make even better the bike.
What is your goal right now for this 24MX ALESTREM? Another win, a fourth win for you?
Yeah, I will try. Like this year we have a lot of good riders, and also the winner of the World Championship last year, and Wade is very hungry, I will say, like almost win last year. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a good fight. It's very important to be in one piece until the end, and in the last hour is very crucial, I would say, to be in the front.
Yeah, this year will be tough, but I think you will enjoy this year.
Hopefully I can win again.
Thank you so much, Mario.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup Mario qui était présent encore une fois ce soir, qui nous a fait le plaisir d'être présent. Mario Roman qui expliquait justement, avant justement de partir dans cette dernière question, qu'il allait tout donner effectivement pour aller chercher cette victoire. Il y a beaucoup de pilotes qui sont présents justement pour pouvoir aller performer, à l'image justement du champion du monde de hard enduro, Manuel Letten-Bichler. Il y a Wade Young aussi qui arrive, tiens justement, merci beaucoup Wade qui va arriver justement à l'instant. Hi Wade.
Hello.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your presence right now, and I can give you the mic right now. Well, it's another year, eighth edition for here in this 24MX ALESTREM. How do you feel right now? Ready for this new edition?
Yeah, I'm feeling ready. Been back in Europe. We've come from South Africa now, so it's really hot in South Africa. It's summer,
Yeah.
so
It's very different here.
yeah, it's very cold at the moment. But for sure, I'm happy to be back and feeling good with the bike. Been testing with the team.
Yeah.
So it's a new year, a new season. So yeah, we're really excited.
Yeah. Wade qui explique justement qu'il revient de l'Afrique du Sud, une météo qui est totalement différente par rapport à ici, par rapport à la France, où on va dire que il fait très froid ici par rapport à l'été qu'il y a en Afrique du Sud, mais clairement il est bien parti pour repartir dans la bataille dans ce 24 MX à l'Estrem. Last year was very dramatic for you with the out of gas for you. You were in the battle until the last kilometers. How did you manage to digest all and then go back on the ride?
Yeah, it was really hard to accept.
Yeah.
I was leading the race and I had probably 1.5 kilometers to go to the finish. And my bike cut out, so it was tough. I raced all day, 8 hours on the bike, and then 1 kilometer from the finish. So yeah, it was hard to accept.
Yeah. I can understand. Wade qui explique justement que par rapport à ce qui s'est passé l'an dernier, il était en tête jusqu'au dernier mètre, même on peut le dire, de la course de ce 24e MX à l'Estrem, et puis il y a eu cette panne d'essence qui lui a fait perdre la course. C'était compliqué de se remettre, mais il l'a accepté et il est reparti justement dans la bataille. After this 24 MX à l'Estrem in 2022, how was your year on the bike? Do you think it was a good year?
On 2020.
In 2022.
2022. Yeah, it was not the best year for me. I had a good start
Yeah.
in ALESTREM, just a bit of bad luck, but I was feeling good on the bike, and I suffered a few injuries in my back.
Yeah.
So that set me back quite a bit, so I missed quite a few races in the World Championship. But yeah, that's 22's behind us now, and managed to fix all those injuries and feeling good.
Wade qui nous explique justement par rapport à sa saison 2022, il y a eu la mauvaise chance du côté du 24 MX à l'Estrem avec cette panne d'essence. Il y a eu quelques blessures, notamment du côté du dos. Mais là maintenant, 2022, c'est derrière et on se focus justement sur 2023. And by the way, what is I think your mood on the start of this 2023 year with this season? And what is your program?
So for 2023, of course we had Alice now.
Yeah.
2 weeks later I do a race in France called Présentation. And after that we have quite a bit of time. In May we start the World Championship. So
Yeah.
after this I will start preparing and planning for the World Championship, and yeah, that will be the focus then in May.
Yeah, it's not so difficult to travel around the world during all year in this kind of thing. It's not so difficult.
No, so I'm based in France,
Yeah.
actually in Nîmes, next to the Sherco factory. So I'm quite comfortable there, and from France to all the World Championship races, it's pretty central.
Okay. No, it's great. It's cool. It's cool about that. I just asked this question about Mario, but I would like to have your thoughts about this. We know and we see that the world of hard enduro grows year by year. We see that the interest of this 24 MX at ALESTREM. What do you think about the evolution in the world of hard enduro?
For sure, it's growing really fast.
Yeah.
The tracks did get a lot harder very quickly. Like 2 years, the level really went up. But I kind of feel that maybe not at the limit, but the level now is really high in terms of the difficulty of the track. So I don't think it can get too much harder, otherwise it will be just about impossible. But just everyone's grown to like the sport a lot more. Since last year we've got a World Championship, so it really is growing.
Yeah, and we have today the beginning of the new championship, European Hard Enduro World European Challenge. Sorry, what do you think about that? About the creation of this new challenge?
For sure, I think it's great. Another championship's awesome.
Just close the door.
Okay, sorry. To have another championship, it's great. It makes more sense for the riders in Europe.
Yeah.
and I think it's a positive thing on the sport.
Yeah. Ouais, qui nous explique par rapport à cette création du nouveau challenge du côté de l'Europe, notamment avec le ALESTREM qui est la première étape de cette European Challenge en hard enduro, bah, que c'est une bonne chose, qu'on voit l'évolution du sport et que ça apporte beaucoup plus de sens par rapport aux pilotes qui sont justement européens. We know that you said that you are near to Nîmes, you're based on Nîmes, with Sherco, which is a French factory based in Nîmes, near to Alès, near to here. What do you like about the French culture? Our food, our person?
What I like, well, comparing from South Africa, everything works in France. If you knew a bit of history, you would understand. But yeah, you know, I live in a farm in South Africa, and in France, I live in a city. So it's very different. But you know, the biggest thing for me, it's safe. You can walk on the streets at night. I walk into town, have good food, and can walk back home. So it's just, for me, it's mostly very different.
Yeah. Do you watch some other motorsports about other from moto?
Yeah, of course. I watch MotoGP.
Yeah.
We have another South African, Brad Binder, racing MotoGP, so I'll follow quite closely. But F1 and also Supercross and motocross in America.
Yeah, clearly. It was a good good discipline, good stage. What is your goal right now for this 24MX ALESTREM in these 8 editions?
Well, for sure, after last year being so close to winning, the goal is to be on the top step of the podium. It's a long day on Sunday, so just need to manage everything perfectly and put all the pieces of the puzzle together. So for sure, aiming for win.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Wade. Hope you will win this time. Thank you. Cheers. Wade Young qui était avec nous, effectivement, les amis, par rapport à l'un des favoris, tout simplement, Wade Young de ce 24MX ALESTREM. On va bientôt recevoir, d'ici quelques instants, un pilote KTM, cette fois-ci Manuel Letten-Bichler, qui a notamment eu sa présence au 24MX ALESTREM il y a 2 éditions, bien sûr aussi, qui arrivera, bien sûr, dans quelques instants. Manuel Letten-Bichler, pilote KTM. Le temps pour moi de vous présenter, là, en attendant effectivement que certains pilotes arrivent, le temps que tout le monde arrive, on fait signe justement qu'il y a d'autres pilotes qui vont arriver. Très bien, et ben je vais ressortir les petites notes qui vont arriver d'ici quelques instants. Voilà, justement avec Théodore. Hi Théodore. Bonjour. Effectivement.
Okay, that's it.
You can take the mic. Théodore. Théodore qui a 24 ans, qui est un pilote bulgare. Thanks a lot for your presence right now. How do you feel before this 24MX? I think it's your first time here.
Yes.
It's your first time.
It's my first time racing in France.
Yeah.
In ALESTREM as well. So I'm really feeling optimistic about the event. I have seen some of the videos.
Do you talk with other drivers? Did you talk about the 24MX ALESTREM about that with other drivers?
I have spoken with riders that have raced before, and everyone has said that it's a really good organized event and tough tracks, and we like it. We like to have a push, and
it's my 6th time like a commentator, so I just enjoy every year. It's really cool.
Even if you don't push your bike in the forest.
No. I don't push the bike. I don't push the bike. So yeah, you are a world champion in super enduro. You're now in the hard enduro. Why you just go on the hard enduro after the super enduro?
I was world champion in junior on the for men under 23 years old, and to be honest, I have always liked the hard enduro, like the challenge of having something hard and knowing that you have to push your limits to make it. Yeah. This feeling has always given me fire inside.
Yeah, it's a good adventure always, the hard enduro.
Yeah, it's always a challenge. You never know what's gonna come. It's new, and I like this.
Yeah, clearly. It's so cool to see the hard enduro, all the riders during 8 hours in 24MX ALESTREM to push to have a good result and to finish the 24MX ALESTREM. Do you think you can finish this year, this 24MX?
8 hours. I thought it's gonna be 6 hours.
6 hours?
Maybe it's 8.
I didn't say.
2 hours. That's a lot.
Last year I think it was 8, maybe 7 hours. I think.
Okay.
Last year. Do you think you can finish this year?
I have no idea, but I will go for the finish. I'm here to give my best, and I will push to do it.
Théodore qui nous explique justement qu'il espère finir, qu'il va tout donner pour justement terminer ce 24 MX à l'Estrem. What is your goal for this for 2023? What is your goal for in hard enduro?
My goal is to bring Bulgaria powered bacon to the top.
Yeah.
And obviously, here are many good riders.
Yeah.
Many of them champions. So I'm here to give them a little bit of pressure, and I will be happy to do it.
Théodore qui nous explique justement qu'il va essayer de donner le maximum pour mettre justement le drapeau bulgare au devant de la scène, justement sur le devant de la scène du hard enduro, et qui va essayer de mettre la pression à Wade, à Mario Roman tout au long de la saison, et bien sûr à Manuel Letten-Bichler. It was really a good pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much, Théodore, for your presence.
To me as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Voilà. Merci beaucoup, Théodore, pour votre présence. Merci beaucoup. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks. Théodore qui était justement avec nous, pilote bulgare de 24 ans qui fait son premier 24 MX à l'Estrem, tiens justement, et on espère justement pour lui que ça va bien fonctionner. C'est une épreuve qui est très difficile, il a parlé justement avec d'autres pilotes, Théodore, par rapport à tout ça, et c'est vrai que l'an dernier je crois que c'était 7 ou 8 heures, si on confirme effectivement ça, 7 ou 8 heures sur la moto, alors que justement Manuel Letten-Bichler était avec Théodore, Manuel Letten-Bichler qui va arriver dans quelques instants, qui est d'ailleurs, pour ceux qui ne le savent pas, mais pour ceux qui le savent, pour ceux qui découvrent la moto hard enduro, Manuel Letten-Bichler qui est tout simplement champion du monde en titre de hard enduro. Il a été champion du monde en 2022 à l'issue d'une saison qui aura été rocambolesque du début jusqu'à la fin, et je vous encourage bien sûr les amis, pour ceux qui ne connaissent pas la moto hard enduro, de regarder toute la saison de moto hard enduro en championnat du monde cette année, et bien sûr hors championnat du monde vous avez aussi le 24 MX à l'Estrem bien sûr pour ce début de saison qui pour débuter notamment ce nouveau challenge qui est le Hard Enduro European Challenge, bien évidemment. Manuel Letten-Bichler, vous le voyez, qui est en train de discuter avec Théodore ici, l'échange d'expérience, l'échange justement pour voir un petit peu qu'est-ce qui peut se passer dans ce 24 MX à l'Estrem. Oui, c'est là. Hi Manuel. Hi. Thank you.
What's up, guys?
I'm great. And you? How do you feel? What is your mood? How was your mood now?
Pretty good. Excited to be back in Viva la France. Pretty happy to be back. I missed it last year, this race, so I'm definitely stoked to be here again.
Yeah, I remember when you start here in this 34 MX ALESTREM, and I remember when you finish. You was finisher in your first year. It was absolutely amazing. What is your memories about your first appearance here?
I always say if I'm coming back to LS, it's gonna be so brutal and so gnarly and so like just such a long day. Like Sunday's race is so physical and so long. And I remember when I did it the first time, I was completely dead. Like I think an hour until the finish, I was like, I can't make it, you know. So this is, I would say, the best memory what I have about LS. So I think now I improved a little bit, that I hopefully don't have the same thing this year, but you never know.
Manuel qui explique justement qu'il est par rapport à ses souvenirs justement de sa première apparence, c'était il y a 2 ans, que ça a été un jour tellement difficile physiquement parlant, que ça en a été d'ailleurs dans un grand moment, enfin un bon souvenir, j'ai envie de dire, et on espère que ce ne sera pas aussi difficile cette année avec l'expérience qu'il a pu prendre, c'est ce qu'il explique tout simplement. Manuel Letten-Bichler, you start this year like a champion. You are 2022 Hard Enduro World Champion. Congrats, by the way. Tell us more about that, about last season. How did it happen to become a world champion?
Yeah, last season was definitely crazy. I was injured at the beginning of the year. I broke my meniscus. Actually, New Year 2021. So it was a really bad start in 2022, and then went straight into operation. And at the beginning, the doctor said, "Yeah, it's not going to be a big thing. Maybe 3 weeks out, and then you can start riding again." And then I was in a waiting room, and the guys said, "Yeah, man, it's going to be a little bit longer now." So it took me almost 5 months to get back onto the bike.
It was very difficult to mentally? It was very difficult.
Mentally, it was pretty difficult, but I was pretty happy where I did my rehab. I was at Red Bull, at the Red Bull Athlete Performance Center, an hour from my house. I spent there, I think, 13 weeks straight, so flat out. And the mood was actually pretty good at the end because I had a goal to come back, and I missed the first round. In Israel, still went there just as a spectator, was pretty cool, and then came back, win 3 races in a row straight, which I never expected. And after halfway of the season, we knew that it's probably possible to win the championship, and
You did it.
we made it. So stoked, yeah.
You did it. New year, new goals right now for you. What is your program for this 2023 season?
Right now, we are focusing a little bit on testing.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a lot of things which are coming up for this year on the bike, on other things. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. I would say pre-season now, but then straight into the World Championship rounds again.
Yeah.
I think we have 7 races this year, so exciting calendar, and maybe do some other pre-races like this one now. It's like a good training. Good practice again, just to be back at the race. So nothing too much planned right now, but I would say it's already a pretty busy year.
Yeah, and this year, this 24 MX ALESTREM, how do you feel before this big battle with these guys?
I know it's going to be pretty difficult. The guys are definitely riding really good, especially Mario and Raid. They're really used to this race. It's kind of a home race for them, and on the Sherco side, so I think it's not going to be easy, but I'm giving my best. I think it's going to be a cool year and a good race, but yeah, it's never easy.
Yeah, Manuel qui explique justement que par rapport à ce 24 MX ALESTREM, ce sera une... Alors que Mathieu Green commence un peu à charrier Manuel. Que Manuel explique justement que cette saison 2023 va commencer avec ce 24e MX ALESTREM, et ce sera difficile de se battre avec les pilotes justement qui sont ici, Wade Young, Mario Roman notamment, et Mathieu Grimm aussi qui est juste là.
Maybe this little guy.
This guy, yeah, this
Hopefully not. Hopefully more races and more years to come, before you're gonna beat me.
Mathieu Green qui va venir dans quelques instants. Bref, ce sera une bataille qui sera très dure forcément pour ce 24e MX ALESTREM, comme l'explique justement Manuel. Well, we see on your social media that you do a lot of cycling. Lot of cycling.
Yes.
What does this sport bring you when you are on the bike?
I just love to be out on my mountain bike. You know, it's such a cool sport. I really like.
It's very to decompress about your main sport.
Yeah, just doing something else. You still have 2 wheels and a handlebar in your hands, but I would say it's just nice to do something else, and it's a really good cardio training. I grew up in the mountains, so it's also kind of feels like a little bit like home.
Yeah.
And I really like the community, and just I would say it's such a good training also for our sport, because you just have to keep the momentum and like just a little bit more different things on the mountain bike side. So I hope I'm gonna have some good mountain bike days this year. I'm really excited already. Right now we have a little bit of snow back home, but we have been still going out last week with a friend of me, Win Masters, 1 hour from my house, and we rode one day in like 50 centimeters of snow with the mountain bike, so it was pretty cool as well. So I think it's a good crossover sport, and the community is great. So
do you want to try some other sports?
Always open, you know.
You're in Red Bull. We have a lot of sports.
We have a lot of sports, that's true. But yeah, you never know. If I have the opportunity, I always say for sure I will do it. And if somebody is telling me, man, you wanna go for skydiving tomorrow, I say, yeah, why not? You know. So I think you have to take the opportunities what you can get, and maybe in the future we can make more different stuff. I'm also really into skiing and mountain biking, and got a little bit into surfing also. So I like to do different things, and I think it keeps it more fresh also in your body and your mind, that you're not doing always the same things.
Yeah, Manuel qui explique justement que il aimerait pourquoi pas tester d'autres sports, notamment peut-être le saut en parachute dans ce genre de choses, ou même le surf justement. On sait que chez Red Bull, ça renvoie notamment au niveau des sports, que ce soit dans le sport auto, mais dans plein d'autres sports bien sûr, autrement. Thanks Manuel, thanks a lot for your time, and we hope you will have a good 24 MX ALESTREM, better than before. I tried.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Ciao. Thank you so much. So, oui, on va voir Matthew Green d'ici quelques instants. Matthew, are you ready or not? Yeah, if you are ready, we can come. You can come. Matthew Green qui va arriver d'ici quelques instants, qui va notamment faire sa première apparition dans ce 24 remix à l'Estrem, très jeune pilote, sud-africain, qui va piloter une KTM. How do you feel?
Good, thanks.
Great? Yeah, great. Up. Your mic. Well, it's your first time here.
Yeah.
It's your first time. How
Yeah.
do you feel?
Yeah, I'm excited. It's good to be in France.
Yeah.
It's a bit colder than normal.
Very
but,
cold.
First time in winter doing a race. Should be good.
Yeah. Mathieu qui explique justement que c'est sa première apparition dans le 4 MX à l'Estrem. First time in France?
Not first time in France, but first
Yeah.
time doing this race.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Sa première fois ici, non pas en France, mais pour ce 24 MX à l'Estrem. On va voir comment ça va se passer justement. In 2022, you won the very difficult and tricky City Sky. Congrats.
Thank
It was
you.
very, very
Yeah, it was
difficult
sick.
in Turkey, and you are now the 2022 Junior Hard Enduro World Champion. What a year for you. Tell us more about this year.
Jeez, yeah, last year was a good season.
Yeah.
Was good results wise. I had a good run and I was pretty stoked. I couldn't be disappointed, but
Yeah.
had a lot of fun as well.
Yeah.
It was just good vibes, and second year doing a series in Europe, so getting a bit more used to it all.
Yeah.
And had a good time there. I didn't expect to have so much fun in the season, but I was sick.
Mathieu qui nous explique que ça a été une saison avec beaucoup d'amusement, beaucoup de fun justement, où il a notamment bien sûr remporté le Sea2 Sky qui était une épreuve extrêmement compliquée en Turquie. Il est notamment devenu champion du monde junior en hard enduro, une saison qui aurait été excellente pour lui, même s'il y aura eu des choses un peu difficiles, mais ça aurait été une saison excellente. Well, tell us more about you. When do you start your career, and how? Who gives you the motivation to do that?
Yeah, riding bikes has been pretty much my whole life. I come from a farm in South Africa, so naturally you ride a motorbike around the farm.
It's very different about here.
It's very different, yeah. So it didn't start so early. I wasn't racing from a young age. I was always just riding with mates and getting around the farm, and then slowly moved into racing, going to do a couple of local races in South Africa.
It's comes like a passion.
Yeah. It was for sure a big passion of mine, and developed more and more as I went on with time. But my career, I would say, started when I was maybe around 16.
Yeah.
Started becoming a bit more serious. I did a bit of motocross when I was younger, and then moved into enduro and got more focused onto the hard enduro. And from 16, I came and did a couple races in Europe while I was in school. And last 2021, I did a full season in Europe, and been living in Italy since then during the season. So.
It was not so difficult to go from South Africa.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Go in Europe.
For sure, it's quite a big adjustment. To come from South Africa, everything's familiar.
Yeah.
Europe is a very different place. We have a lot of freedom in South Africa. We have there's not as many rules, and this I'm still adjusting to try and follow all the rules here and understand where you can, what you can't do. Whereas at home we got quite a lot of freedom, especially me living on a farm. You can do what you want and carry on like you do. But it's not a huge adjustment, I would say. Now I'm pretty used to it. I feel like I have a home in Italy with my team.
Great. Yeah.
3 years with them now, going on to
Where in Italy?
in Milan.
I love Milano.
Yeah, it's a good place.
It's a very good place.
It's a big city, but
Yeah.
we do a lot. Italy is a good place. I enjoy it a lot, so it's cool.
Yeah. Mathieu qui nous explique justement qu'il a débuté sa carrière lorsqu'il était du côté de l'Afrique du Sud, il vit notamment dans une ferme, et puis c'est à partir seulement de 16 ans que là ça a commencé à être plus sérieux pour lui, pour justement aller chercher de la performance, et c'est réellement à partir de 2021 qu'il a débuté sa carrière, qu'il a fait plutôt une saison plus complète, une saison complète plutôt, et notamment aujourd'hui il vit du côté de Milan en Italie avec son équipe. Tiens justement, now it's time for you to be in a battle, to go in the battle in this terrific 24MX at ALESTREM. It is your first race in France, like you said. How do you feel before this very demanding competition?
Yeah, that's definitely the reason I've come to do this race, is because I know it's such a hard one and it's got a really good reputation.
Right.
It's not part of the World Championship or part of the series, but it's quite a standout event still. And that's the same reason why everyone else is here, because it's a good test for us before the season starts, and it's a good race to see where we're at going into the season.
In the cold.
In the cold, yeah. And it's a tough day. I think on Sunday we've got it cut out for us. I see the guys finish between 6 and 8 hours, and it's not easy going. The track's difficult. So it's been a good thing for me to do this race. especially now leading up to the season. Normally when I go back to South Africa, we have December, January, and these times can get a bit wild back home, and you sort of lose focus on the training, and you party with your mates a lot, and this race has definitely made sure I've had to stick to the program and be training coming up to here. So I've been happy with the decision to come here. I'm excited for the race. It looks like it's going to be tough, and first time for me it's always the first time, so don't really know what to expect, but we're going to go walk the track tomorrow and we'll see.
Mathieu qui explique que ce sera un challenge assez très important justement ici. Ce sera compliqué, ce sera dur, mais c'est le 24e X à l'Extrême et c'est ainsi, ce sera assez beau à voir. Thanks a lot, Mathieu. Thanks a lot.
It's an absolute pleasure.
I hope you will have a good first edition for you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. See you later. Mathieu Green, pilote sud-africain qui était avec nous, et on va accueillir d'ici quelques instants un autre pilote, donc quelques instants, Michael Walkner, pilote KTM et qui est un pilote autrichien aussi également. Yeah, you can come. Thank you. How do you feel?
Yeah,
Hi Michael. Great. Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. You are here like your home. You are here like your home. Well, you are back in Alice.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel quite good. So it's good to be back here. I was here, I think, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed the race. So I wanted also to come last year and the year before, but I always was injured. Yeah. So I missed it quite a lot, and now I'm more happy to be here than before. So I really like this race and looking forward to the next 3 days.
Yeah. Do you have some good memories about this 24MX ALESTREM?
Yeah, for sure. So I pretty enjoyed the 2 prologues 3 years ago, and also the main race. But just in the main race, in the last lap, I think I got lost in the forest. It was
you
dark.
can follow in the 2 first laps, but after it's very difficult.
Yeah. So the third lap was so hard for me 3 years ago. So I hope this year will be better, and I will go to the finish line before it's getting dark.
Claro. Michael qui nous explique justement que cette année sera une année qui sera forcément compliquée. Il a des bons souvenirs justement du 24e X à l'Extrême, mais cette fois-ci il explique justement que les 2 premiers tours ça va, mais le 3e tour c'est extrêmement compliqué, et qu'il espère cette fois-ci terminer ce 24e X à l'Extrême avant la nuit. On verra si ce sera possible justement. How do you feel about before this 8th edition? How did you prepare for this 24MX ALESTREM?
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't really train too much hard enduro, so I was training quite a lot of motocross this winter time. So I was trying to get a little bit more the speed for the speedish sections. And now I did some training with Michele Bosi in close to Vargas for some hard enduro, but was just 2 days. And now hope to be prepared for this race. But I'm feeling quite good and strong, and no injury this year, so I'm looking forward to the race.
Clearly. Well, by the way, you told about Michele.
Yeah.
He created with Gabriele a new challenge, HEEC, the Hard Enduro European Challenge. Is it something that you like to create, to see a new challenge here in Hard Enduro world?
Yeah, for sure. It's really good to see that the sport is growing, and also to make something for the younger generation. And I think it's one of the best ways to grow our sport, and it's good to see and to give also a good opportunity to the younger riders.
Il explique justement, Michael, par rapport à cette création de ce nouveau challenge européen, que c'est une bonne chose, qu'il y a des nouveaux pilotes qui vont arriver justement. C'est une place censée justement d'avoir un championnat d'Europe aujourd'hui dans le hard enduro, et ça va être intéressant de voir l'évolution justement avec le hard enduro qui ne cesse d'évoluer dans ce monde. Well, what are your goals for 2023 season?
For the whole season or for this race?
Yes.
For the whole season, to as many good results as possible, and to be more to the top, to be consistent, maybe to get one podium. So it would be a big goal. And
you want to enjoy?
I want to enjoy, but I will also do the best at every race, so give 100% at every race, and yeah, let's see what it brings.
Yeah. Michael qui explique qu'il va tout donner dans cette saison 2023 de hard enduro, que ce sera une saison très intéressante et qu'il va surtout vouloir, allez, on va dire, kiffer justement et enjoy cette saison 2023 de hard enduro. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you again here. Thank you so much.
I'm really looking forward to your race.
Thanks a lot, Michael. Thanks a lot. Michael Wagner qui était avec nous justement, pilote autrichien qui était présent notamment en 2017, qui revient dans cette édition du 24 MX à l'Estrem, dans cette 8e édition. Et le dernier pilote qui va arriver, mesdames et messieurs, il s'agit d'un pilote français, Fabien Poirot. Comme ça, pas besoin de j'ai envie de dire de traduction, ce sera tout clair avec Fabien Poirot qui va arriver dans quelques instants. Et je crois que si je me tourne, il est là. Il est là, Fabien Poirot. Comment ça va, Fabien? L'enfant du pays, le fils prodigue, comme on dit. C'est bon, hop là, le micro pour toi.
Merci bien.
Parfait. Comment ça va, Fabien?
Super.
Ça fait un an qu'on s'est pas vu.
Un an, ouais, jour pour jour, chaque année.
À chaque fois, on se
voit une fois par an à l'Estrem.
Voilà, exactement. Ton premier 24 MX à l'Estrem, ça remonte à quand?
Mon premier,
moi, il me semble que c'est 2018. Je suis pas sûr et certain.
Peut-être non, avant. Ça va être ma 7e. Sachant que cette année, c'est la 8e. J'en ai manqué qu'une.
T'as manqué qu'une?
J'en ai manqué qu'une.
Et t'avais fait en 50 en plus.
Je les ai fait en 50 depuis mes 14 ans jusqu'à mes 21 ans cette année.
Ouais, là aujourd'hui, t'es en 300.
Oui.
Avec Gaz. On peut dire réellement que t'as grandi avec le 24 MX à l'Estrem.
Ah oui, clairement, j'ai grandi. C'est le 24 MX Extreme qui m'a fait découvrir cette discipline.
Ouais.
C'est un peu grâce à ça du coup que j'ai arrêté le trial et que j'ai décidé de me mettre à l'enduro extrême. Donc non, franchement, je crois que sans le 24 MX Extreme, je ne serais peut-être pas ce qu'est le hard enduro.
Ouais, et notamment plus là aujourd'hui, on a la création du HEEC, du Hard Enduro European Challenge. C'est quelque chose que tu vois avec appréciation, j'ai envie de dire.
Ouais, je pense que c'est bien qu'il y ait du nouveau comme ça pour la discipline. Et aussi pour le club, pour tout ce que fait ALESTREM, ça donne de la notoriété. On le voit cette année, il y a beaucoup plus de pilotes étrangers que l'année dernière et tout. Donc je pense que c'est que du plus.
Même temps en plus, tu es sur les réseaux sociaux, tu vois l'évolution justement du hard enduro. C'est bien de voir aujourd'hui l'évolution sur les réseaux sociaux, sur la diffusion aussi également. On sait que le 24 MX à l'Estrem est diffusé bien sûr sur la chaîne L'équipe. Là aujourd'hui, il y a les réseaux sociaux. Le monde aujourd'hui du hard enduro ne cesse d'évoluer, tu le vois, tu le perçois.
Oui, ça c'est quelque chose qui est sûr. On le voit au niveau des médias, au niveau des réseaux sociaux, au niveau du nombre de pilotes. Chaque année, la course, ça se remplit de plus en plus vite. C'est vrai que cette année, je crois que ça a été 1 heure ou 1h30. C'est impressionnant.
C'est ça, pour vous expliquer, c'est que pour ceux qui ne connaissent pas ma 4ème XSM, c'est qu'à chaque fois, il y a les inscriptions. Les inscriptions se font en une demi-heure. C'est-à-dire qu'on ne peut plus aller plus loin derrière.
C'est un truc de fou.
Ouais.
Ça prouve comme quoi la course est attendue et elle est recherchée et tous les gens s'entraînent pour ici en France.
Ton objectif justement pour ce 24 MX à l'Estrem, c'est on sait que le parcours devient de plus en plus difficile chaque année. Parfois, il y a eu une année où ils ont un peu redescendu le niveau, mais finalement, ils ont été beaucoup trop rapides, ceux qui étaient devant. Là, aujourd'hui, ton objectif pour ce 24 MX à l'Estrem, c'est être finisher?
Chaque année, c'est être finisher. Chaque année, je grappille un peu des CP, je vais de plus en plus loin. Mon but, c'est un jour de la finir ici à la maison. Après, on sait que c'est difficile. J'ai discuté un peu avec Greg Florin, le track manager. Il m'a dit que bien sûr, il avait compliqué un peu le tour 3.
Ouais.
Donc demain, je vais repérer un maximum pour essayer d'arriver au bout. Après, maintenant, le but, c'est de finir. L'année dernière, j'ai réussi à finir 5e avec un plateau moins de pilotes.
Ouais.
Relevé, mais moins de pilotes. Cette année, il y a vraiment beaucoup de monde. Donc cette année, le but, ça va être d'essayer de faire pareil que l'année prochaine et être juste derrière les tops, essayer de décoller et en fait qui me tire vers le haut.
Tu as le temps de discuter justement avec les pilotes qui sont là, notamment Wei Jong, Mario Roman. On sait que Manuel Nettenbichler est très ouvert notamment d'esprit, on peut facilement discuter avec lui. Est-ce que tu as discuté un peu avec ces pilotes là pour prendre de l'expérience, pour prendre un peu de conseils?
Là, j'ai pas trop eu le temps, j'ai pas discuté avec les
timide aussi.
Je suis un peu timide, j'ai discuté un peu avec Matthew Green et avec Wei Jong. Wei Jong, je le connais quand même pas mal parce que il est ici à l'usine Anime, donc on arrive à s'entraîner ensemble le reste de la saison. Donc Wei Jong, c'est quelqu'un que je connais très bien. Après Mario Roman, j'arrive à parler aussi, c'est quelqu'un de très avenant, il vient du trial, on s'était déjà vu à l'époque en trial, donc franchement non, il y a un bon feeling qui passe. Théodore Kabachev, je le connais bien, la Espagnol, on avait parlé ensemble sur WhatsApp, j'ai son numéro, on s'envoie des messages, il m'a demandé ici pour Alès quoi mettre comme éclairage et tout, donc non, franchement il y a du contact.
C'est de l'entraide.
C'est bien, il y a de l'entraide.
C'est de l'enduro. C'est de l'entraide, l'enduro. C'est pour ça que je disais tout au début, l'aventure humaine est présente. C'est ce qui m'avait frappé dès que je suis venu ici, c'est qu'il y avait une aventure humaine qui était extrêmement présente et qui était extrêmement intéressante. Ton objectif justement par rapport à la saison tout entière, au-delà du 24 MX à l'Estrem, qu'est-ce que tu as comme programme? Est-ce que tu as notamment participé peut-être aux courses du HEEC?
Les courses HEC sûrement, ça vient d'être mis là il n'y a pas longtemps, donc c'est vrai que c'est tout nouveau. Après il faut voir niveau budget, niveau sponsor ce que je vais faire. Mais ce qui est sûr, c'est que bien sûr, je ferai l'ALESTREM ce week-end, la première. Et ensuite le mondial junior de hard enduro qu'ils ont créé l'année dernière. Donc là, ça va être la deuxième année. C'est ma dernière année en junior.
Ouais.
Donc moi, le but, c'est de performer dans cette discipline et d'essayer d'aller choper un titre en junior.
Ben, on l'espère justement, et justement avec ce 24 remix à l'Estrem, et ben je te propose qu'on dise au revoir aux gens ensemble.
Bon,
justement,
ça marche.
on va dire au revoir aux gens ensemble. Merci beaucoup en tout cas les amis d'avoir été présents pour cette présentation du 24 remix à l'Estrem. J'espère que vous avez aimé, j'espère que vous avez appris plus de choses par rapport à cette 8e édition du 24 remix à l'Estrem. On aura un parcours encore une fois dimanche qui va être fantastique, ne serait-ce que même le samedi soir. Le samedi soir au Gardon, il y aura forcément le parcours que vous connaissez comme d'habitude. C'est quelque chose que tu aimes toi le samedi soir?
Le Gardon, c'est toujours quelque chose qui m'a plu.
Ouais.
J'ai eu la chance l'année dernière ici, c'était pas au Gardon. À cause du Covid, c'était au pôle, mais de faire un podium, 3e.
Il était intéressant le parcours
sur un terrain super dur, donc le Gardon c'est quelque chose que j'aime bien, il y a du public et tout, c'est comme un show.
Ouais.
Donc bon voilà, après je pense que cette année, franchement ça vaut le coup de venir le voir parce qu'il y a un gros plateau, il y a beaucoup de top pilotes.
Ouais.
Je pense que pour les spectateurs, il va y avoir beaucoup de bagarres devant entre les tops.
Ouais.
On peut pas encore savoir et prédire qui c'est qui va gagner. Donc je pense que ça vaut le coup, qu'il y aura du spectacle et ça vaut le coup de venir nombreux.
Le samedi qui fait en sorte d'être comme une séance de qualification pour le dimanche, mais avec une course réellement magnifique, un show réellement comme l'a dit Fabien. Justement, donc soyez bien au rendez-vous samedi soir. Ce sera à partir de quelle heure samedi? Tu le sais ou pas du tout, Olivier? 15h30, ce sera en live sur les différents réseaux du 24 Remix à l'Estrem, pardon, c'est cette caméra. Ce sera en live sur les différents réseaux du 24 Remix à l'Estrem, que ce soit sur Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, peut-être aussi également. On me signale que oui, ce sera sur Twitch. Et le live, et la chaîne L'équipe live, bien sûr, les amis, le player de la chaîne L'équipe, pour être tout à fait précis, ça veut dire sur le site de la chaîne L'équipe. Merci beaucoup Fabien.
Merci à vous.
Merci beaucoup à vous tous d'avoir été présents durant ce live qui aura été extrêmement intéressant, qui aura été extrêmement plaisant pour moi de vous faire dévoiler, effectivement ce 24 Remix à l'Estrem 8e édition. Merci beaucoup et on dit surtout à samedi.
À samedi.
À
Au revoir.
samedi. Ciao, ciao. La bise.